Okay, so today in Algebra 2, we are going to do what's called the Unit Circle Lab activity. This is going to be where you discover for yourself the unit circle and all of the things that we will eventually talk about in our next lesson. So this is what I've given you, a circle on a grid, and the instructions tell you that this circle has a radius of 1 unit. So what that means is that this out here is 1, this out here would be -1, right? So this would be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then that's our 1. Same thing going in all directions, so 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, let's go up, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then this is 1. And then you could do the negative directions as well. So then it tells you that it's a 1 centimeter grid. Draw the quadrantial angles, okay? Find the values for x and y to represent the intersection of the terminal side with this circle. Okay? So the quadrantial angles, that is, this one is 0, okay? So this is going to be the point right here is going to be 0, but then also back to 360 degrees. This is going to be the point 0, 1, or sorry, 1, 0. So this is going to be point 1, 0. Up here, this is 90 degrees. This is the point 0, 1. This is 180 degrees over here. This is the point -1, 0. And then this would be 200. I don't know why it wants to do that. This down here would be 270 degrees, and it would be the point 0, -1. Use your protractor to draw angles 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees with their vertices at the origin and one ray along the positive x-axis. Mark the intersection of the other ray with the circle as P, P prime, P double prime, respectively. Okay, so let's first do that. So we need to get a protractor out. So our protractor, and again, we're going to set the center at 0, 0, line up my 0 here, and so then I see that this is my 30-degree mark. This would be 45. This would be 60. So then, let's see if I can. We're going to use our straight edge. I'm going to draw this angle. Much easier when you're on a plain sheet of paper. So I'm going to draw this angle. This is my 30-degree angle. And then I would do the same thing with the 45. So lining this up with my 45-degree. And then your 60, you're going to do the same thing. So this would be our 45-degree angle, and so on and so forth. And so this is going to be P, P prime, and then your 60, you would do the same thing. And then it asks you to find this point, okay? So like if I go over, I see that this point looks to be halfway between 0.8 and 0.9 on the x-axis, so I would call that 0.85, comma, my y value, so this is 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 0.5. So about 0.85, comma, 0.5, or 1/2. You're going to continue to do that with your 45-degree angle, so find this intersection, the 60-degree angle, and then it asks you to find, use your calculator to find the values for the sine and cosine of each of these angles, and then it asks you what. So after you have used your calculator to find the values for sine and cosine, it says what seems to be true. And then it says, check your conjecture by drawing the angles that measure 120 degrees, 135, 150, 210, 225, 240, 300, 315, and 330. Remember to give your values of X and Y with the correct signs. So don't forget your positives and negatives. Okay? And then check to see if what you thought was true about the cosine and the sine of each of those angles that we did in the first quadrant. Does that hold for all of them in quadrant 2, 3, and 4? So this is the activity that we will be doing today in class.